If I had to choose only one ab exercise that I had to do for the rest of my life, it would be leg raises. Believe it or not, leg raises are the most practiced exercise by Olympic athletes. It goes to show how effective it is, you know what I mean? Now, other than targeting the lower abs, it also improves your core stability. It gives you a stronger core. It doesn't want that, you know what I mean? Take a good punch and take a bullet even, you know? But, leg raises also provide a better support for your spine, you know? It basically enhances overall stability in your whole core. So, and it doesn't really irritate your lower back like crunches or doing the bicycle exercise or anything that simulates a crunching movement, you know? You ever notice how when you're on the floor and you're doing sit-ups or crunches or anything like that, your lower back starts to irritate, your tailbone, or you have big butt, your butt starts to irritate you? So one thing I love about the leg raise is that it doesn't irritate your butt or lower back, so that's a plus. So it doesn't mess up your spine. And it also strengthens the hip flexors, which is much needed when you are doing any explosive movements like jumping or sprinting or anything that involves you to use a lot of lower body explosiveness, you know what I mean? And it, other than building a strong core, it also helps in your other movements, like I just mentioned, running, like even going uphill, climbing stairs, and it just basically leads to stronger and more mobile hips. You know what I mean? Because when you are using a lot of your lower body, it basically strengthens everything also below the waist, and that's where the hips are at. So it improves leg mobility, improves hips mobility, you know what I mean? Improves just overall lower body. And one thing that I've also noticed when I've been doing leg raises is that it also supports knee health, because as you're doing the leg raises, it strengthens the muscles around the knees. Like particularly I feel it around the quads. Because when you're doing the leg raises, you're also in a way doing leg extensions, which is contracting the quadriceps, you know what I mean? You are activating your quads as you are lifting your legs up and keeping them straight, and that builds that strength for your knee also. It builds that muscle around your knees, so it also helps strengthen your knees. I don't know if you knew that, And by the way, when I'm talking about leg raises, it doesn't have to be on the bar. It can be also on the ground. If the bar is a little too hard for you, you can lay flat on the ground and do leg raises from there. That's also great and effective. But I like doing leg raises on the pull-up bar, as you can see in the nature, because it also it feels harder for me, and it really forces me to control my core, to really activate my stabilizing muscles of my core and really train my body to be more stable, And I like hanging on the pull-up bar because it also alleviates my shoulders and helps stretches out my spine and whole upper body. So that's why I like leg raises on the pull-up bar. But if you can't do it on the pull-up bar yet and it's too hard, you can also just start off the ground and then work your way up to the bar. And another great benefit is that there's no equipment that's needed. You can do it anywhere. You know what I mean? You can do it at home, do it in the park, do it in the bathroom, do it at the airport, it don't matter. And it's great for people of all fitness levels, whether you're advanced or beginner. It will only give you great results and benefits. So, do leg raises, alright? And you will strengthen your whole core, and you'll be able to take a punch from anybody, maybe even a bullet. But yeah. Now, a lot of people might not know this, but doing the leg raises often usually improves your posture. It makes your posture better because it strengthens your hip flexors, like I said, and abs, and that helps to support, better posture, especially for people who like to sit around a lot, or their job requires them to sit on a desk all day. Not on a desk, but sit in a desk all day, you know? And it also improves balance and coordination. That core engagement, you know, that's required to do those leg raises, you need a lot of balance and coordination for that. So it also will improve your balance and coordination, which you can apply to your other activities. Another fun fact about leg raises, you know, good exercise. So benefits are just endless with leg raises. So do leg raises.